idikamba narikuye in a pageant in West Africa. In West Africa nago bavuga first runner up na second runner up na miss babita queen and first princess hamwe na second princess. So hano I was crowned as the first princess, equivalent to first runner up in Miss Africa 2017, which I participated in December. The whole of December narindi muri boot camp in Nigeria. It was a good experience. You know, there were over 25 African countries represented by different girls, and I managed Kuba to have position 2, which is very humbling. Yeah. I got to know about it from a friend, Umunya Kenya. She had participated it in 2016. She's the one who recommended me, Maze Aramgira, about it, and I was like, it will be a good opportunity to also represent my country, Muri, on a continental basis. And then the Miss Africa organization, Barama Magaye, I auditioned via Skype. They asked different questions. And then Nyumaya Aho, they took days before they actually told me ko na chiemo. There were 25 beautiful girls from other countries. You might lose focus, and for a minute I almost lost focus, I won't lie, because Ujiraya, and then you see them beautiful girls who have confidence, who know how to express themselves well, and then at the end of the day, Yutazi Ichikujanye. You know, like if you don't know what you stand for, and if you don't know your identity, you might get lost in the whole hype of the whole situation. So when I got there, at the end of the day, I didn't see the other girls as competition. And then I was like, let me just take this opportunity and show my best, you know, put my best foot forward, and then nerekane what Rwanda can do, because I believe that we as Rwandans, we can stand up to any challenge, you know. Yeah. Good Rwanda, and then they didn't have, I'd say, the best view Youth Rwanda, because bari babizingo u Rwanda, yes, hari abakobwa beza, ariko ugasanga kenshi bari kuvuga ngo nicho cyonyine abanyarwanda kazi dufite, you know. And for me, I felt like I was to challenge them, kubabwira, well, yes, you think Rwandans are only beautiful, but then I'm here, I'm going to represent my country, kandi nabyo byama imbaraga to actually continue kwerekana ibyiza by'u Rwanda. And I believe I got this position because I took it as an objective. Yo kwereka the whole of Africa that Rwandans, we can actually stand up for ourselves. Kandi, we are more than just beauty. Tufite ibintu byinshi cyane. Jiza. We had different lectures. Bado haye lectures in public speaking. We had debate segments where we will debate among ourselves, and then bakareba the winner. Kandi little did we know ko ibyo bintu byose byo twakoraga bagendaga baduhereza amanota. Like if they give you a debate, maze bakavuga Rwanda debates with South Africa, bakareba the way you two are debating, bigenda bitanga amanota. So towards the end bajaga baduhereza exercises zifite, but kugira ngo nabo babone how you can express yourself, kunu wavuga without even being prepared. And then I remember on the last week of boot camp, there's a day batubyukije around 2 a.m. We were all sleeping, and then they just woke us up, and then we had interviews, random interviews, and they were asking us random questions. Kubera bendaga kureba how you act when you're surprised, you know, like when you're not prepared, when you have not crammed anything, essay, when you meet a situation that you don't know anything about it, nigute wa kwitwa ramo, you know. So there were different activities, and then they also taught us walking, the different choreography, kunuturuza kujana muri finale. Yeah. Miss Africa, when we auditioned, theme yari climate change. Like even Miss Africa 2016, it was climate change. But the second week, tuje kutangira the final week muri boot camp, the theme was changed from climate to migration. Yeah, so the organizers felt like Africa or we as the youth, we needed to know the effects of migration. We also needed to know that it's not always good for us, the youth, to go abroad looking for greener pastures when we can stay in our own countries and actually create opportunities for ourselves. We were 25. They gave us marks on the 26th, but then they did not tell us who went through and who got what points. No, we were all still nervous. We did not know what. Yeah, so we had to wait for the 27th to know the results. So what happened is on the 27th we had 3 different outfits. We all had jeans, black jeans and a white vest uniform. We had traditional outfits, and then we also have a swimwear section. So how we walk in those 3 different outfits also helped in giving us points. They wanted to see your confidence in how you walk. They wanted to see your identity in the way you walk, like if you're different from the other girls. So now bakagenda baguhereza amanota. It also helped in selecting the top 5. Ndawizi, bikini here in Rwanda, it's very controversial, but at the end of the day, I went there. It's a competition. I knew the requirements. Narinziko, we are required to wear. It was not a bikini, but it was a one suit. Okay. Yeah, but it was still swimwear. Narinzi, the criterias, the requirements. So at the end of the day, I went there prepared to wear a swimwear. Kandi, I also believe it starts with an individual. Like if I'm comfortable with wearing it, then I believe it's okay. It will be wrong to force someone to wear ichinu atiyumvamo, but for me, I was comfortable with wearing a swimwear. And then I also knew that if I wanted to win, I had to follow the required rules. So yes, I wore a swimwear. Muri top 5, the first country that was called was Namibia, and then Botswana, and then South Sudan, and then Rwanda and South Africa. When they called my name for top 5, I could not believe it, because all the 25 girls believed they had what it took to be the crowned winner, So when I was called, I was like surprised, but then I was like, yes, I'm one step closer to getting the crown, So I walked gracefully, and it was very nerve-wracking because there they asked you a random question. Okay. Yeah. So tugeze muri top 5. So throughout the 25 contestants, na kibazo bari batubajije on the finale. So top 5 bonyine nibo bari buze kubabaza ibibazo, and they asked one question per person. Yeah, so they started with South Africa. She was the first to answer the question, and then they called Rwanda. That's when all your nerves start coming out. You feel like the spotlight is on you. It was very nerve-wracking, but then you walk, and then the MC, who was IK, he holds the microphone for you, so that's easier. And then the judge asked, I was asked by a Jamaican. The judge was from Jamaica who asked me, and do I remember the question? I think they asked me what are some of the things that Africa has lost? What are some of the things that Africa has lost due to migration? Yeah, so they asked me that, and then I said, I think in my answer, I said that Africa has lost its wealth because the wealth lies in the hands of the youth. So I framed it, I was like the youth, because most of the youth are the ones who are going abroad, looking for greener pastures, thinking that life over there is easier and there are more opportunities, when here in Rwanda, when here in Africa rather, we can create our own opportunities. Africa is the future. We have wealth, we have many things that we have lands to cultivate. We can stay in our own continent, in our own country, and actually build ourselves.
Congratulations to making it to the top 5.
Thank you.
My question to you is, what effects of migration cause to the development of Africa?
Could you possibly be louder?
Okay, sorry about that. What effects have migration caused to the development of Africa?
Thank you for your question.
No problem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Migration has caused a great deal to our continent. Africa, on a daily basis, loses its wealth. Its wealth lies in the hands of our youth. Our youth are constantly moving, going abroad, thinking that the grass is greener. Yet, here in Africa, we have abundance. Here in Africa, we have wealth, we have life flowing, which each and every one of us should know, and we should be proud of being Africans and uphold each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rwanda.
After answering the question, they did not actually call out the top 3. They did not. So we remained the 5 of us. And from the 5 of us, they were now calling out the different positions. And they started with second princess. And they were like, second princess is South Africa. Ta 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 ta. You know, so there you're like, okay, 1 down, 4 more girls to go, you know. And then they called out the first princess, and then they were like, Rwanda. We're like, yay, Rwanda. You know, and then after the first princess, now there remain 3 girls, and they had to say the crowned winner, who was Botswana. But after they said first princess, we already knew who the winner was. You know, we were like, it's Botswana, yeah. Nago namenya icyo yandushize. Nago navuga icyo yandushije, because at the end of the day I believe I put my best foot forward. At the end of the day I feel like like your competition, I did my best, you know, and I believe that my best got me this position. I'm actually very satisfied, you know. Yeah, kan umkobwa Botswana, she was also outspoken, nganje. And then she is curvy. She is way curvier. You know, to some people might say that she represents an African, you know, kwera afite amatai navuga nk'igisabo. Yeah. I'd say brain, because ujiye kureba, there are 25 beautiful girls, you know, ujiye gukurikiza beauty wasara, you know, nago wamenya where to go to, because there was Ethiopia, like very beautiful, you know, there was South Sudan, you know, who was very dark skinned, and then her beauty was just amazing, you know, ukamureba, and then you're like, oh wow, you know, your skin is just, you know, baje gukurikira beauty, actually nago bajaga kuba babonye the winner. So I'd say they valued brains more. Sadly, I did not have a phone. My phone was stolen Muri boot camp, you know. So when all this was happening, the excitement, I kind of missed out. I did not have a way of communicating with anyone. I had to wait until the other girls bamaze kuvugana na n'imiryango yabo, talking to people, so that ngasaba umuntu telefone izananje mamagare. You know, so when it all happened, the first person I talked to was my aunt, because they had watched the show. They had stayed up all night until 5 in the morning, Rwandan time, you know, they were watching. So now they were looking for a way kumvujisha, you know, so I contacted them. It was a very happy, exciting moment. Yeah. After the finale yabaye baratwicaje the 3 of us, there are some projects we've already started doing in Nigeria. So what they target, nago bashaka ko as a representative nganje mvuye mu Rwanda ngo njewe ngore something in Rwanda gusa, or someone in South Africa akore ikintu in South Africa gusa, but they want us to come together gushira hamwe imbaraga zacu, you know, and then we work together as a team, and then dushakishe projects zo gufasha like in the whole of Africa. And then project twari, something that we had already done in Nigeria already was drilling water boreholes for a community, a community that did not have a mazi, ubushobozi bwo kubona amazi hafi cyangwa hahandi aho abantu used to walk for long distances kugenda bashaka amazi, you know. So yongiyo niyo project twatanje nayo, and we are also trying kureba kuno we can do it in other different countries. Yeah. This position that I have, the crown, the prize that I got has not changed anything. You know, I'm still the same Fiona. I'll still do the same things, but now I think the only difference is that they have an impact on people around me, you know. Now just myself, you know, but I would say the actions, what I'm doing now, you know, what message does this send to other people, you know. So now I have to know that even just should inspire and should also motivate other people around me. So this position, with a prize of $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good cash, eh?
It
so,
is.
But
I do high. Yeah.
Ujye kuyakoresha iki amafaranga atari make?
Well, n'amafaranga atari make, and kandi urabiza amafaranga like uyu munsi urafite ejo yaje, you know, like nagwa yafatish. So the thing, what planning to do is to invest the money. Nagwa nshaka kuyakoresha yose icyarimwe, you know. Yeah, just invest it and then nayo yibyaze umusaruro. Being part of Miss Rwanda, I got the experience, you know, and I got to learn a lot. But at the end of the day, I believe it's my individual strength, you know. Miss Rwanda taught me a lot, you know, and I am here today because of Miss Rwanda. But at the end of the day, if I only went there with the knowledge I had in Miss Rwanda, and if I did not have the courage or the confidence within myself, then I wouldn't have gotten this position, you know. But at the end of the day, it's confidence. I believe even if I hadn't gone for Miss Rwanda, if I had gone for this competition, and if I still had the confidence, and if I knew how to express myself, I would have still gotten this position. I would encourage them, ng'abakobwa bose, the youth, to kwiyandikisha, because beauty pageants ni ibintu byiza cyane, you know, biratwubaka, you know, kandi it also provides a platform, ukabona ibintu byiza bitandukanye, ukabona akazi, you get kwimenya nawe as a person. I would really encourage them, kandi n'inama nabagirira is that we should not always rely on beauty, you know. Beauty fades, you know. Yes, abakobwa ni beza, but at the end of the day, yuri umukobwa mwiza kandi udafite like a critical mind, well, nago wakwigezaho ku bintu byinshi cyane, you know. So niyo nama nabagirira, please apply for Miss Rwanda, you know, get to experience this great opportunity, and also shaka kumenya ibintu byinshi, read a book, you know, get to know one thing yo utaruzi yesterday, you know, learn. Yeah. Navuga, at the end of the day, I know myself, I know my value, kandi inzicho nshaka kugeraho, you know. I don't want to live for the moment. Maze ukibagirwa ko tomorrow there is a future, you know. You'll be judged by your actions of today, you know, because I believe I have big dreams, and sinshaka gukora something that will contradict my future, you know. So at the end of the day, I'll say just know yourself, have moral values, kurikira icho ababyeyi bawe bagutoje, you know, and you'll actually achieve more